Alright guys, so check out what I brought home. Guys, I don't know if you can see that or not back there, but blame it if I ain't got another vehicle following me closely. That's right, we're pulling a Land Rover home now. Now it does actually run and drive, so that's not a question. It may have a blowed head gasket, but it runs alright. Go ahead and pop the bonnet on this thing. Then we'll take this here Power Wheels battery and stuff it in here. So I'll bring you back for that in a minute, actually, over here on that side. Alright, I barely got it stuck on there, so this probably ain't even going to work. But we're going to try anyway. Nope. I'm going to get something else. I'll bring you along when I figure it out. I believe Derek at Vice Grip Garage would definitely approve of this maneuver. Alright, so loaded up with the kids in there, and this thing's memory card wasn't in it, so I rode them around for a second anyway and brought it here. I believe that's about the only dent that I can find in this sucker. I mean, nothing major at all. Still has its factory rim for spare tire. Actually got a decent tire for a spare on there. This don't even have matching tires on it. They're just figured out like it matters. But anyway, got the sunroof. All the glass is good. It wasn't even dirty until the kids and stuff were in it. It was really clean when I got a hold of it. Nothing like what you'd usually see. Got some tools laying back there. All nice and clean. All the windows, door locks work. And I mean the windows then, they're power and they go up and down. This one does make a grinding sound or something a little bit, but it does go up and down fairly well. Last time I had one of these things, both regulators were out in the front windows, so like you just did it manually and it was horrible. Typical Land Rover thing. I'm just now noticing right there I got Discovery patent there. Then I've got the rubber style that I used to have in my old one there. I guess I just didn't make them all rubber with this one because mine I had rubber for all 4 seats. Seats look nice. There is a tear on that one over there. Oh yeah, did check the odometer over there and it's saying it's been singing for about 129,000 miles, so not bad. It's a 2003. Yeah, there has been a little bit of water damage here. It is a little damp. This is something I experienced on mine as well. The windshield on mine actually cracked right down the center or something like that. I don't know. Interior's super nice though. No cracks on the dash, not bowed or any of that kind of stuff. And obviously the body's going to be nice because this is all aluminum. So let me get back over here. I don't want to leave power on this thing. It's got the 4.6 liter V8. I don't know what I think of it yet. I took it for a really short test drive when I got it just to make sure it went through all its gears and make sure that none of the drive shafts were busted or whatever. I stomped it a little, you know, and it did well. But I need to watch what I'm doing instead of looking at the camera. There we go. I'll get that deal all unhooked. Some other time I want to move it or something. Let's leave that in there for good measure. When I was driving it, right before I started driving it, I'd put a gallon of water in the reservoir here, and for the life of me, I can't remember what all runs through here, but there was water pissing, and now I'm starting to wonder that it was this right here. Maybe, I'm not sure, because that's freaking cut. I didn't really even want to ask you much about it. I got a really good deal on it. Not really wanting to tout numbers and stuff, but we'll just say between $500 and $1,000 is what I paid for this. So my plans for this is to get the motor and transmission out of it, and it'll set for a good while. But eventually we're gonna do a diesel conversion on this, maybe either 4 or 6 BT. What's up, Bob? Bob's our newest critter. He's my new supervisor. But I didn't run it very long at all because I didn't want to further damage this thing, because everybody that's had one knows that Land Rovers ain't cheap. It's kind of like having a Mercedes. I mean, it's straight up ridiculous. But another thing I will say for these things is it's the best stock 4-wheel drive I've ever owned in my life, so this one ain't really that much different. Anyway, so somebody had a winch on this at one time apparently, and probably even a nice bumper to go with it, but they left their winch plate on there. So that made life simple and easy for me. I just mounted up my tow bar bolts here to it and drug that thing with my good old van. Thankfully it wasn't even quite a 30-minute drive. There wasn't any mud in the floor until I got in this thing, but it's nasty out and stuff, so I mean, it's just the way of it. Brake pad cover is missing, brake pedal pad, whatever. Seats are power and all that, but I don't see on here where you can turn the heat onto them like mine had, so I don't really know. There's the controls for the seats. There's the windows, which I always liked. Then at least if you left your window down, your buttons couldn't get wet and run nearly as easy. Standard transfer case, like that you can just stick them in neutral and not have to unhook your drive lines when you do a flat tow. Mine had a cup holder thing that came out there. I guess this one don't. Mine didn't have that clock on there though, I don't believe. But it's got hill descent, traction control. Here's the button for the traction control, the last one down. And hill descent's pretty cool if you want to just like go, I can't remember what the speed is. I mean, like, it's like 5 or 7 miles an hour if that. You push that and it'll control the brakes and control your descent. It's pretty nice if you want to be lazy about it. It's got an electronic fuel door on it, and mine didn't have that. And I didn't see any fog lights on this one. But yeah, everything's here. It's even got a nice sunroof. None of the headliners sagging. Oh, looks like that door trim right there could use a little help. But I mean, this is the worst interior between that and the boot cover for that, which, I mean, you know, this thing's 20 years old. Well, you know, this thing's 17 years old or so. So there's a sticker on it, manufactured May of 2003. Yeah, it's got Michelin except for that right rear tire, it looks like. What's that, black cat? Nope, I didn't bring something to play in. Now I take that back, this tire up here ain't the same either. So it's got mismatched tires on it. One other thing on mine, the handle broke on the back door. And for the longest time, I do like I do in my van and crawl through and open it, which on this it's easier than the van. But anyway, this one actually worked from the inside and out. Eventually it got to where it didn't work at all. Well, here I've tried adding water and I've only gotten to maybe 3/4 of a gallon in it, so hopefully it's still got water in the engine even. I was looking, I saw this hose right here. It's actually been cut, and I was wondering if that's where my water was coming from. So I'm going to start this up. Really what made me want to start it again is because that's when my camera ran out of memory, because I didn't have a blank memory card, and it was right when I was getting into this thing to fire it up. So I'm going to fix that part, and then we're going to look see where this water's coming from while it's running. But yeah, that's a battery out with power wheels. About like a lawnmower battery, except for it's made for continuous discharge, not starting, so it's really not for this. Let's see, looky here. 129,675 miles. I mean, there really is nothing on that for exhaust. It's cut off like before the cats kind of thing. I mean, I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, eventually you'll get to. And I didn't even do that. It's louder than that blame bus over there with the exhaust cut off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find me some fuel line, probably clamp that on there, see if we can't stop the leak there. Actually, I'll just get me a piece and take it all the way to that coolant tank, see if we can't put that on there. I think that'd be the best idea. So let me go get some of that and I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so I half-weighed this as good as I possibly could, and these aren't really even that tight. Well, maybe tighter than what I think, but not much. Plus, you don't want to squeeze this plain plastic line very hard, otherwise it's just going to break. What I'm going to do is reclampificate this on here and start it up and see if I can catch any other water dripping from it. Then I'm going to take it up the road and see what happens. Which, I mean, I've already drove it up the road once, but now that I've got proper coolant in it and stuff, I really want to drive it. So bring it back for that once I get this rewrite. Alright, so now let's see if it'll actually close back. Mine didn't have one, but I could just imagine it didn't work very, it wouldn't work very long and work very well. And then it's got that cool screen, that's awesome. She's making a little heat. Let's see if it's coming through the heater though. Up there in the middle. If it don't make any heat, I'll know that the head gasket's real bad in this thing. It's up in the middle now. Ain't a leak in there. think we're want to take off with this thing for a minute. Still looking good, so let's go ahead and unhook this. Got any lights or not. Alright. Tail lights work. Let's take it up the road and see how she does, guys. Still in the middle on the temperature. We'll fix my seat though. I'm a short dude. Hang on a second, let me put the seat. Pedals are weird. Turn for crap. Sounds like I'm driving a mean car. Oh, now I'm getting heat. It's awesome, it's so loud. There we go, I think it go to third. It's not overheating at all. Definitely getting some heat out of it now though, driving it. Oh my goodness, man. I had no clue like what one of these would sound like without an exhaust on it. Fixing the mirrors too. Oh wow, the park's actually open. laughing up, teach me not to laugh so much. That was a lot of fun though. Definitely has a little bit of pickup to go to it. So, she ain't overheating or none of that stuff. Let's go! Woo! That's too funny. Okay, so that was a fun ride. I mean, you know, my van's definitely not no speed machine. This definitely feels like it in comparison. I don't know why my camera's not focusing and stuff, but anyway. Alright, so it no longer has a Power Wheels battery in it. Did a little modification here, and yeah, I know it's a red wire, but it connects over the black, so that makes it right. And then I cut the end of this one right here off and drilled a hole. Well, it had a hole in it, but I widened it out there and stuck a bolt on there. It's only caught a couple of threads, but it should be good. I drained the coolant system. At least I thought I did. And I only put half a gallon of water in there, and she's trying to tell me she's full. So I'm getting ready to take it to the store and go get some antifreeze and some exhaust pop to fix the exhaust where it's been cut. I don't know if you can see it now or not. I can't. I got sunglasses on. But the cats have just been cut off, that's all. Frame on this thing's super nice, no rust. Really good condition, I'm happy. I really like these big beefy radius arms that they use. And box frame, well constructed. So, let's fire this thing up real quick, see if we can get some of the water to go down on that reservoir. So yeah, just stay tuned, and you'll get to watch me take this thing apart. Who knows, dragging some stuff around the yard probably with it too. Definitely can't complain about this find. Appreciate you guys for watching. Love y'all, and may the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ richly bless and guide you all.